Okay, so for a lot of you, this will be a review, but it's very important as we progress into our algebra career. So I'm going to go over this, and we'll have plenty of time tomorrow to practice. PEMDAS, or order of operations, is just a way for you to remember what comes first when things get complicated. So, PEMDAS, P, parentheses, anything sitting inside a parentheses needs to be taken care of first. So that's again why in that first video that we did, I talked about when you substitute a value in for a variable, we want to put it in parentheses so the value doesn't get changed. So the first thing is we're going to put things in parentheses. The second thing is E, exponents. So if there is an exponent, we will take care of that. An exponent also includes square roots. So kind of think about that, although sometimes we might even want to think about a square root sign as a parenthesis, so there's a little bit of a gray area there, but that will get you going. M and D, PEMDAS really should say PEMDAS, PEMDAS, because the M and the D are not in front of each other one way or the other. Whichever comes first from left to right is the correct order. So if multiplication is in front of the division, then multiplication comes first. If division occurs before multiplication, then division comes first. Just like we read from left to right. So parentheses first, exponents, multiplication or division, left to right, and then finally addition or subtraction, left to right. So let's take a look at a couple of really easy examples. 7 minus 4 plus 6. Let's run through them. Any parentheses? No. Any exponents? No. Multiplication, division? No. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Boom, and we're done. But here we have parentheses. So parentheses come first. 4 plus 6. I'm going to rewrite this.
Robin Goldsberg, please call extension 2303.
7 minus 10 equals negative 3. You can see how the parentheses make a huge difference. All right. Parentheses, no. Exponents, no. Multiplication or division, well, which comes first? Well, the division comes first. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Rewrite. 2 times 2 equals 4. Here we have parentheses. Which comes first? Parentheses. 4 times 2 is 8. Rewrite the value. Rewrite everything that's left. 8 divided by 8 equals 1. As you can see on all of these examples, I have rewritten what I didn't take care of. In other words, I did 4 times 2. I wrote it here. I had the 8 divided by, and I rewrote it. I had 8 divided by 4. I wrote the 2, and then I rewrote the second part, which I hadn't taken care of at that point. Please do that so that you can make sure that negatives remain negative, positives remain positive, and all of the applications or multiplication divisions we were supposed to do are indeed done. Okay, so those were some easy ones. Let's do some harder ones. Okay, let's take a look here. We have negative 6 times 3 plus the absolute value, negative 3, parentheses, negative 4 plus 2 to the third power, close parentheses, absolute value. All right, so what do? Well, first thing is parentheses, and I'm going to write PEMDAS back up here, and you should too. Okay, so the first thing is parentheses. Well, I have a parentheses. I have two sets of parentheses. I have this parentheses and I have this parentheses. Well, which comes first? Always start from the inside out. So we're dealing with this set of parentheses first. So let's take a look at what we have inside this parentheses. Oh my gosh, we got all kinds of things going on. Well, the PEMDAS rules will now apply with everything inside these parentheses. Do I have parentheses inside the parentheses? No. Do I have an exponent? Yes. All right, so I'm going to take care of that first. Now I'm going to rewrite everything else except for the one thing. 2 to the third is 8. Close parentheses, absolute value. Inside the parentheses again. -4 plus 8 is 4. Keep my absolute value sign. Keep my 3. Keep my absolute value. I'm rewriting everything again. Okay. Parentheses, pretty much we're done in here, right? Now we have another set of parentheses. -3 times 4 is -12. Be careful, you make your absolute value signs large. -6 times 3 plus the absolute value. Absolute value I said to treat like a parenthesis, so we'll take care of that again. -6 times 3 plus absolute value of -12 is 12. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication. Oh, we got a multiplication. -6 times 3 is -18 plus 12. -18 plus 12 equals -6. Okay? Can you see how I rewrote everything? It's so important that you keep writing all of the math that hasn't been taken care of and constantly going back and evaluating. PEMDAS, which comes first, which comes first, which has priority. Let's do one more and then we'll wrap it up. We'll let you do a little quiz and we'll have lots of practice tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look at this problem. I have -16 plus 4 divided by 2 times the square root of 13 minus 4. Okay, so PEMDAS. Parentheses. Well, do I have something in parentheses? Yes. Do I have something inside those parentheses? Yes, I have a square root. So let's take care of that. -16 plus 4. I rewrite it again. It's okay. 2 parentheses. 13 minus 4 is 9. I rewrite it. I'm going to come up here. I'm running out of room. -16 plus 4. Parentheses. I'm still dealing with that. 2. What's inside my parentheses? Square root of 9 is 3. -16 plus 4. 2 times 3 is 6. Now I can add these. Okay, -16 plus 4 is -12 divided by 6 equals -2. Okay, so we'll have lots of practice with that tomorrow. I've got a little bit of a quiz for you to do. I want you to go to quiz number 8. I want you to go to quiz number 8. And I will see you tomorrow.